Hi, everyone. I hope I'm on live. I don't even know if people are on, and I sure hope that I'm showing up in the Design Your Sweet Life page. For those of who don't know me, my name is Jady Nugent, and I've been asked to hop on in here and share my business story and product story. So as I mentioned, one person's watching. Yes, okay, so someone's watching. Hey. So my name is Hi Roz. So as I mentioned, my name is Jady. I'm a registered dietitian. I've been a registered dietitian for 13 years, and I'm an RD in Canada and the US. I'm a mama. Hi Roz. I'm a mama of two boys. A Almost five. He's five this week. I can't believe. I don't know where the time goes. Oh, 50 and back. Two boys. And so I've been asked to share kind of my journey with Juice Plus. Juice Plus was introduced to me, our plant concentrates was introduced to me back when I had a toddler and I was breastfeeding a baby, my second, and I was just so exhausted. So even being a registered dietitian, like I knew that I wasn't getting enough. I knew that I was missing something in my diet. I knew that I was exhausted. And it was a fellow dietitian that introduced me to the products. So for me, when she introduced me to our fruits, vegetables, and berries concentrates, it just instantly made sense. I, as a dietitian, talk to clients all the time about increasing their fruits and vegetables, their plant nutrition. Um, I often used to struggle with giving multivitamins and synthetic vitamins because I knew most of it wasn't effective anyways. So when it was introduced to me, I thought, yeah, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. First of all, why didn't I think of this? Um, but it made sense. So at the time, not only did I get the products, I joined the business because I thought, well, of course, if this makes sense to me, I know it'll make sense for others. So I started on the products, and within 2 weeks, just such a difference in my energy levels. I started giving the capsules, what we call the sprinkles, to the kids. So I would include it in our kids' applesauces or in our kids' meals, and they were enjoying it, going to the bathroom more regularly. People started noticing my skin after a while, and for me, one of the things that people don't know about me when they often look at me and they meet me is that I have rheumatoid arthritis. So I've had RA since I was 13 years old, and been on medication, been through the whole gamut of testing. And the last set of medication that I was on was a few years ago, and it was methotrexate. And so I was on that medication and came off of it because of a lot of side effects that just didn't jive very well with me. So for a long time, I just kind of lived in chronic pain, and it just became so much a part of me. I didn't even realize that I was still living with this until I started taking the fruits, vegetables, and berries capsules. And one morning I woke up and I just stood up and I just started walking. And it wasn't until like 5 minutes into walking that I thought, wait a minute, hold on a second. Something's different here. My feet aren't hurting. And so I was like, what is different? What did I do? Did I change something? Did I rub my feet last night? But really, it was the plant concentrates. And so I knew something was different. And so I actually went to my naturopathic doctor to ask him to do some blood work and to kind of, see where things were. I didn't tell him what I was on purpose. And he, did the urine, the blood, the saliva, urine, blood, saliva. I think that, yeah, those are the three. And he did the analysis. He came back in the room and he looked at me and he's like he burst into the room. He looked at me, he's like, what are you doing that's different? And I'm like, why? Tell me. Why do you ask? And he kind of said to me, your biological age is, I think he said it was like 40 something years old. And I was like, well, dude, that's not good. Like, I'm not even 40 yet. So like, how are you so excited? I don't understand. And he looked at me and he goes, "Do you remember what your biological age was when you came and saw me a couple of years ago?" And I'm like, "No, I don't actually." And he's like, "You were 80 something years old." And I just froze. And I'm like, "What do you mean I was 80 something years old?" And he's like, "You don't remember this?" I'm like, "Of course I don't. Who remembers that? That's traumatizing. Like, why would I remember that I was 80 something years old?" And so for me, that was just further clarification that as the product talks about, it's just bioavailable. It was getting into my bloodstream and it was doing something in my body. And so for me, the business just has just gone hand in hand. I share with people that I meet, people who have RA, people who have immune conditions, anyone and everyone that can benefit from more fruits and vegetables in their diet. And the business makes sense for me in my life. The two small kids, I work full time, and I'm still able to share this. I'm still able to help other people make passive income in their lives, bring health into their families. And there are not many um, jobs or professions that you can say, I help people financially and with their health of their family every day. Like, it's such a blessing, and just so thankful that I joined this business. If you have ever thought about the products or joining the business, give it a chance. It's $50 to get started, $50 for the whole year. I heard one person say it once, and I've used this line forever. You can have a really good dinner, or you can own your own international business. I don't even understand how this is a conversation. Like, sometimes I say to people, like, I don't understand. Talk to me. How is this a conversation? What do you have to lose? It's $50. That could change your whole world and your whole perspective. And it's just been so amazing, and meeting different people. Why not? So thank you everyone for tuning in and listening to my personal journey and my business story. And I can't wait to come back in here another time and to share more increasing motivational stories and experiences that I know I will be having in the near future. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye.